Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix. Okay, this particular video is the pep talk video. Cancer. I gave Gemini what I call a deluxe reading for their tarot reading. This podcast, this video, will be the Empress Deluxe reading. Is what this will be. So much was going on yesterday where I was determined to do the reading. And I did. I did the reading. And you will hear the reading shortly after I finish the pep talk part. But I went to Malibu yesterday. For those who may not have listened to the podcast, I did the Malibu check-in. And I got everything done and I managed to go. I went to Topanga Beach, which is right on the outskirts of Malibu. And I did the reading on the beach by the water. So when you listen to the reading, you'll hear people in the background. You will hear the waves of the ocean. You will hear quite a few things during the reading. And also you will hear a lot of wind. It was very windy, but I refused. I was considering doing the reading in my car, but I was like, no, I want to do the reading on the beach with the water in the background, for at least for those who want to watch that. And I did what I had to do to make it work, and it worked out. The reading definitely, it resonated with me in some ways, but I know the reading was an accurate reading. And again, all the readings for all the signs are general readings. So I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And also, before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, Anchor, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible, Bullhorn, Overcast, and several other podcasting platforms. Listen to whatever platform works best for you. KIRWKC on all these social media platforms. Now, back to what I was talking about. So after I had done the reading, everything was so crazy and so hectic while I was doing the reading, with the wind blowing, with the dogs, in the background, with the guy laughing. But the one calming thing for me was actually the waves, because I could hear the ocean waves behind me. And I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed the reading. After I finished doing the reading, I said, you know what? I want to do a bonus reading too. And that's what I plan on doing. So you have this part of the podcast, this recording, this audio that you're listening to now. This is the first part that you're listening to. And then you're going to have the second part, which is the reading itself for the energy of May. Then the third part it'll be similar to, if you've ever listened to the Anyone Who Needs to Hear It tarot card readings that I do, where it's just for the collective, it's not for a specific sign or anything like that. That is what my third one will be for Cancer. It's not going to be for the energy of May. It's not going to be for the energy of June or July or whatever. It's just going to be where I'm taking cards and I'm not pulling an exact amount like I always do, where I just pull 8 cards and that's it, unless, clarifiers or something of that nature. When I do the bonus reading, I will keep pulling cards until I feel I don't need to pull any more. Because what I plan on asking during this bonus reading is there anything else the sign of Cancer needs to know when it comes to energy? Not just for May, but period. So this is going to be an overall type of thing. It's going to be a broad net type of bonus reading for specifically the sign of Cancer is what it will be. So I just want to let you know that. Now let's get into the pep talk. In the reading for May, the thing that was really coming out, the energy that was coming out, is that there are a lot of people on the fence. And I mentioned this before, May will be about choices. And I feel there's so much room for abundance and wish fulfillment and stability and all of these amazing things. You just have to reach for it. One of the cards that came out during the reading, if I'm not mistaken, pretty sure it was the moon, because it came out in the pre-shuffle. The moon came out in the pre-shuffle. One thing I can say to you, and I heard this from Kim Kardashian. She said this one time, and it's an old saying, but it happened to resonate when she said it. She said, aim for the moon, because if you miss, you'll land in the stars. That's what I'm telling you. Aim for the moon. That way, if you miss, you'll land in the stars. Just take the chance. I know it's hard to step outside of the comfort zone. I know that some of you are tired because Wounded Warrior came out, 9 of Wands. I know some of you are tired and you're like, I've been working so hard. And I know you've been working hard. I've been doing the readings. One thing that has been consistent over the past few months is the Eight of Pentacles has been flying out. The Eight of Pentacles didn't come out in this reading, but it's been flying out in previous readings, whether it was the mid-month or whether it was the overall month. The Eight of Pentacles has been consistent. So I know for a lot of Cancers, they have been working hard. You have been working hard. And you might be like, ugh, is it ever going to happen? I've done all of this hard work. Will I ever get ahead? Will I ever get the promotion? Will I ever be able to start my business? Will I ever be in the relationship that I want to be in with the person that I love, and so on and so forth? Whatever the thing is that you've been working hard, the thing is that you've been pursuing, I'm telling you, the energy is there for you to get it. You just have to do it. The only thing is that you won't know if you stay stuck in your comfort zone. Another quote, and I've said this before on my channel, which was on the Golden Girls with Dorothy and Rose. And long story short, I'll just get to the quote because Rose was hesitant about doing something. And Dorothy said, well, when you take a chance, sometimes good things happen and sometimes bad things happen. But if you don't take a chance, nothing happens. So I'm telling you, and whoever this is resonating with, if you're on the fence, if you fear something, if you're like, I just don't know if I can do that, whatever that is, take a chance and see. You don't know until you do it. One thing about the sign of Cancer, and don't forget I'm a Cancer too, and we're about to go ahead. The title of this podcast is Keeping It Real. Let's go ahead and keep it real. I tell people Cancer is one of the most slept on signs of the zodiac because people automatically assume that Cancers are needy, that they are emotional, that they are insecure, that they are constantly seeking validation, that they are passive too. And the list goes on and on. There's a lot of attributes, or should I say characteristics, that people associate with the sign of Cancer. And some of those things can be true at times. But one thing about Cancer, and again, Cancer fam, I'm telling you this because I'm a Cancer too. And also I study astrology. I've been studying the tarot and so on and so forth. And I study by listening to people and by reading too. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Cancer is the mother. There is nothing more powerful than a mother's love. If Cancer pursues something that they love, there isn't anything more powerful than their pursuit. Cancer is a very tenacious sign. When we want something and we want to lock onto it and we have our mindset, we're not letting go. It takes everything to get us to let go of what we're going after because we are just that tenacious. Also, we're very creative. They talk about in the tarot card deck that the Empress, which is the queen of all queens, and again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, that the Empress is Libra and Taurus energy. And I say no, the Empress is Cancer energy because the Empress is the queen of all queens. The Empress is about fertility. The Empress is about new ideas. The Empress is the mother. That is Cancer. And it just so happens I was watching a tarot reading earlier today. Her channel is the Southern Strega is what her channel is. You might want to check her out because when I was watching her reading, some of the things she was saying was resonating with me. And she mentioned the Empress and she said, yeah, I view the Empress as Cancer energy. And I was like, see? So that's my whole thing. And the Empress is also about abundance. So abundance is always there for you because of who you are, because of the sign that you are. It's always there. It's just the point of you being willing to reach for it. Now, like anything in life, you have to work. You have to work for it. It's not always going to just come to you. Sometimes it does, because sometimes we have it like that. Sometimes we can manifest stuff like that. We can, where things will just appear and it's like, whoa, that came quick. But I'm telling you that if you take a chance, if you step outside of your comfort zone, if you believe in yourself, that will lead you on a journey somewhere else that will eventually get you to abundance. You may not get it right away, but if you try something and fail, you'll learn from the failure. And whatever you learn, you can take with you after you try again. The point is that you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep going. You have to keep trying again in order to get to the end of the rainbow, the pot of gold and the end of the rainbow. In doing that, you can't move forward if you are stuck in park trying to figure out, well, what should I do? How should I do this? Sometimes you just have to do it and then worry about everything else later. You can't, and I mentioned this to Scorpio, because again, May is about choices. Because all the cards that were coming up in the Scorpio reading, it was about indecision, where Scorpio was all over the place. And I'm like, you're not going to get to your abundance if you stay stuck trying to cross every single T and dot every single I. It's called analysis paralysis, where you're analyzing every single thing and you're not doing anything of action. Just like I said before in one of my podcasts, Jack Canfield has said, when it comes to the law of attraction, what are the last six letters in, or what are the last six letters in attraction? Action. You have to take action. And I'm telling you, this is my pep talk to you, that you have everything you need. Just being born under the sign of Cancer alone, you've already been born as the Empress. And again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about the energy. You've already been born with abundance. You've already been born with creativity. You've already been born with the ability to touch the hearts of others. That's a given, just by you being born under the sign of Cancer. So you kind of have a head start versus some other signs when it comes to pursuing things. Take advantage of the gifts that the universe has given you and use them to go forward. Don't stand back. Don't stay on the fence. Don't be fearful. Use what you've already been given and then some, because as you move forward, again, you will pick up life experiences. And those experiences will teach you new things. There are a lot of things that I know about that I didn't know about 10 years ago. But I had a lot of experiences over the past 10 years that taught me things. But I would not have had those experiences if I didn't move forward, if I didn't keep going, if I didn't make a decision, if I stayed in my comfort zone. So, that is my pep talk to you. Now we will get to the reading that I did on the beach. And like I said, it was windy. It was lots of stuff going on, but still you'll be able to hear it. And then after that, you will hear my bonus reading, which I plan, I'm recording this right now. Today's Friday in the afternoon. I plan on recording the bonus reading in the evening, Friday evening. So all of this stuff should be up in one package tonight is my goal, is what I'm going to do. But thank you to everyone, and on to the reading. Be blessed. Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix. Okay, Cancer. I am outside and the wind is blowing crazy right now. I'm actually out on the beach. I was in Malibu earlier, which I'm probably sure you already know from the Malibu check-in. So now I'm in the Topanga area on the beach. Water is, as you can see behind me, if you're watching, if you're listening to the podcast, obviously you can't see it. But if you're all watching, you can see the waves behind me and all that other good stuff. The wind is blowing. I'm trying to keep my tarot cards from going everywhere. I was doing the pre-shuffle and trying to hide my cards at the same time. So, you know how you have something in your head and you're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, but then it goes left. However, me being the strong-willed person that I am, I was like, I'm gonna make this reading happen because I want to do a reading by the water for the sign of Cancer. So I'm gonna make it happen. I got the pre-shuffle done, so I have 2 for the main deck and 2 for the clarifying deck. And then I will do the 8 cards for the main read is what I will do. Before I go any further, you know what I have to say, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Music, Audible, Bullhorn, Overcast, you know the drill. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. The lighting is not the best right now, but it's whatever. I'm just happy to be on the beach doing my thing. So here we are. All right. So for the pre-shuffle Cancer, the card that came out, mind you, while they were blowing, and I just go by energy, 2 was the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is about stability. So obviously there's stability in your life right now. It can also mean some type of commitment may be made too, where someone's offering you a commitment for something more stable, where if you've been dating someone, they might say, oh, well, I want to get a little bit more serious. It could be something in the sense where it is a commitment when it comes to a job, where you've been working on a job and they're like, hey, you've been doing a great job. You know what? We want to talk to you about promoting you for a new position or what have you. It's all about stabilities. 1 energy is fire energy. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Anything related to your stability, it is a possibility that you may receive that news in regards to stability for this particular card from a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, is what it could be. Now, the second card that came out was the Moon. Moon is Pisces energy and Cancer energy. They say in the deck that it's Pisces, but Cancer is ruled by the Moon. So I don't know why they say the Moon is just Pisces energy. The Moon is Pisces and Cancer energy. So for that, you could be dealing with the Cancer or Pisces. With the Moon, it's about illusions. It can be about secrets. It can be about not seeing things for what they are, or what I call making a mountain out of a molehill, where you have the opinion that something is worse than what it really is. That might be related to your stability as well, where the cards are saying that you're stable, but you may be saying, I don't feel stable. It doesn't look like I'm stable. That may be the Moon energy, is what it is. Also, for the clarifying deck, the Hangman flew out. The Hangman, which a few cards flew out, but the Hangman came to mind because something was telling me that those who are listening to this, and as I always say with the readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This reading will not resonate with every single Cancer on the planet. It's not possible. But when the Hangman flew out while the wind was blowing, that was the energy that I was pulled to. Hangman is Pisces energy. You could be dealing with the Pisces. Hangman is taking a different view of something in order to get a better understanding about something. The man takes himself and hangs upside down to get a different view, to get a different perspective. The second card that came out was the Strength card. Strength card obviously is about strength, could be dealing with the Leo, but what I'm picking up is that you may need, especially with all of this, you may need to look at something from a different view. You may need the strength to look at something from a different view, to step outside of your comfort zone. You know how Cancers are. I mean, I'm a Cancer too, so you know how we can be sometimes. We like things a certain way. We don't like to step out of our comfort zone. So with the Strength card coming out, and with the Hangman being out, and with the Moon being out, I feel there's something that you might need to be open to that will guarantee your stability, increase your stability, or will give you stability if you don't have it right now. That is what, and I'm adjusting the camera here. That is the energy that I'm picking up based off of the pre-shuffle. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And for those who are new, if I'm talking about a King of Swords or a Queen of Wands or a King of Pentacles, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm talking about a male or a female. There isn't a gender in tarot. There's only energy. I'm saying that you are someone you may be dealing with, may embody that energy, is what I'm saying. So that's what we have on that. Let me go ahead and get to the main deck. I have to dig under here, which the wind has calmed down some, which is a good thing. And may I have 8 cards for the sign of Cancer? May I have 8 cards for the sign of Cancer? May I have 8 cards for the sign of Cancer? And this card did not want to go back in. This is the Two of Swords. Okay. I'm going to let you know all of them after they come out. May I have 7 more cards for the sign of Cancer, please? I'm going to take this one because it's a double confirmation. May I have 6 more cards for the sign of Cancer, please? Can you hear the ocean in the background? For my people listening to the podcast, it would be awesome if you can let me know. If you can hear that. Okay. May I have 5 more cards for the sign of Cancer? May I have 5 more cards, please? This one seems like it doesn't want to go back in, but I'm going to wait. Okay. Wow. May I have 4 more cards, please? Ugh. This one doesn't want to go back in. May I have 3 more cards, please? This one doesn't want to go back in. May I have 2 more cards, please? Wow. This one doesn't want to go back in. Wow. May I have... Okay. Let's see what we have here. As you know, I don't read reversals, I read energy. So the first card that came out, 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is air energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Remember when I did my May sign pull, I was pulling out 2s, and I told everyone during that reading, or during the podcast, I guess you could say, that episode, that May is going to be about choices. One of the reasons that all of this is happening and that all of this is on your mind right now, just a few days ago we had a moon in Scorpio. It was the pink supermoon. The pink supermoon in Scorpio is about reevaluating things around you, reevaluating your relationships, removing what doesn't serve you. Scorpio is about judgment. Scorpio is also about death in a good way. Because anytime people hear the death card, they think bad, but death is good. It's about letting go of habits and letting go of things that no longer serve you. So with the 2 of Swords coming out during your reading, it's saying you're making a choice right now. There's a choice in front of you. You could be making a choice that is affiliated with an air sign, with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. But you're in the middle of determining what serves you and what doesn't, because again, this is Swords energy. This is what cuts things away. Now, also the 2 of Swords can be about blocking too. You could possibly be blocking someone. If someone has attempted to make contact with you, you may possibly be blocking them, saying, hey, I don't want to talk to this person anymore as well, if that's going on. And obviously that would be through telephone communication and so on and so forth. The next card that came out was the Strength card. It came out in the reverse. Again, I don't read reversals, I read energy. But the Strength card, I took it because it was a double confirmation about needing the strength to go into the unknown and also to make decisions. With the 2 of Swords coming out and then the Strength card following it, and with this being reversed, and I'm going to take the energy as it is, you're on the fence. And you're in Cancer, you're not the only one going through this right now. I've done about 8 readings, and everyone has been stuck in limbo. For the energy of May, everyone seems to be stuck in limbo with making decisions. I just did Scorpio, and I went in on Scorpio saying, hey, you need to make a decision, is what I told Scorpio. So it's not just you. You need to get the strength to make a decision. The next card that came out is the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is the Wounded Warrior. 9 of Wands is also fire energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. 9 of Wands is saying that you're fighting the good fight, is what you're doing, but you're tired. The good thing is that it's a 9. So once you get to the 10, it's going to be over with. So you're almost there. The point is, don't quit. And you haven't. Again, Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. This is saying that you are a warrior. And the thing that confirms that you're a warrior, the next card that came out was the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about standing in your convictions, sticking to your beliefs. Again, this is fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Any decision that you make, even though one of my papers almost flew off on me, even though you are in the middle of making a decision and you're on the fence right now, you're in the hangman energy, like, okay, what should I do? I'm not sure what I should do. Whatever decision that you make, you're going to stand firm on it. Any decisions that you've made prior to this, any decisions that you make after, you will stand firm because it's the Seven of Wands. You're not going to back down. You will not be bullied. You will not be intimidated. You will stick to your beliefs. That is what the Seven of Wands is about. And since it came out right after the Wounded Warrior, you're going to be a warrior throughout the entire process. And that's a good thing. So that's that one. The card that came out, it came out reversed. I'm not picking up reversal energy on this unless the only way I can pick up reversal energy on the Sun is if you don't make a decision. If you don't make a decision, whatever you're deciding on, whether it's deciding to take that new job, whether it's deciding to take up somebody on a relationship, whether it's deciding to take control of your health, whether it's deciding to reconnect with an estranged family member, whatever it is that brings happiness, because the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's Leo energy. You could be dealing with a Leo as well, but it's the happiest card in the deck. I can only see this being a reversal type energy if you stay in the hangman position too long, if you stay stagnant too long on not making a decision, is what I can see happening. So that's the only way I can see that. But as for right now, I'm reading it in the upright instead. Again, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So new things will happen. Obviously, it's good health. It's secrets coming to light too, which if you're on hold with something, making a decision might bring whatever illusions down that are in front of you, because that's what the Sun does. It shines the light on what is dark. And so keep that in mind too. But also it can be the purchase of a new car as well. Also with the Sun card, you could, and I have to throw this out there, it's a caveat, you could possibly hear news about pregnancy. You could be pregnant if you're a female, or someone in your inner circle could be pregnant and you may hear news about a pregnancy too. So keep that in mind. The next card that came out was Judgment. The card came out reversed. The energy, I'm going to take it as such, where with Judgment is about second chances. Judgment is about taking on a new life. The reason I'm going to take it as a reverse is because you have a Two of Swords in your reading, which lets me know that you're on the fence, is what you're doing. And if you're still stuck, you can't start your new life. Just like with the Sun, I told you I'm reading it as like a partial reversal. Once you step out of your comfort zone, once you make the decision to do what needs to be done, then that will allow the judgment to happen, is what will happen. So judgment is something where once the new beginning happens, you're releasing the old, is what you're doing. So judgment is a good thing. Right now, I'm going to read it as a reversal because of the Two of Swords. If the Two of Swords wouldn't have been in the reading, I wouldn't have read it as a reversal. I would have just taken it upright. But because the Two of Swords is in the reading, I'm really feeling that you're stuck on the fence. Also, with the Hangman being in the clarifying deck in the pre-shuffle, I'm feeling that you're stuck in some type of indecisiveness. And in May, in order for you to remove what doesn't serve you, in order for you to claim your happiness, you will have to get out of that indecisiveness, is what will happen. Or judgment, your second chance, it will pass you by, is what will happen. And there is either a fire truck or a police car or something going by. So just throwing that out there. The next card, all of this is connected. The next card that came out is the Nine of Cups. It also came out reversed, is what happened. This one, I'm going to take that energy again. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Again, if you are stuck in indecisiveness, I actually did something similar for Aquarius, where the title of their episode, which Aquarius might be in your chart, you might want to check that out. I said indecisiveness is keeping you from wish fulfillment. I'm going to tell you the same thing. That's the energy I'm picking up. Your indecisiveness is keeping you from wish fulfillment, is what's happening. All of this is there for you. All of this energy is there for you. It's just a point of you making a decision. Again, this is May energy. May is going to be about decisions. So you're going to have to make a decision, one way or the other. If you don't make a decision, if you stay stuck, if you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you don't do the things that need to be done, then this Nine of Cups will definitely be a reversal. If you make the decision that needs to be made, if you step outside of your comfort zone, if you call upon your strength to move forward, and you can do it because the Nine of Wands came out, Wounded Warrior. Seven of Wands came out, that means standing in your convictions. Then if you can do all of that, you're going to get your wish fulfillment. And I'll more than likely title this, you'll have to make a decision to get your wish fulfillment, is what it will be. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment, is what that is. The final card to come out was the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, Pentacles is earth energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. Three of Pentacles can be recognition on the job. Some of you might be recognized on your job for a job well done. Some of you might start working with others on a project to get things done as well. Someone may offer you a job opportunity. If you have not been working, it's a possibility that you may hear from someone saying, hey, I think you would be good for this project. Would you like to come and work with us? It could be one of those things. But Pentacles are about stability. It is what they're about. So definitely it's something to keep in mind. It is in the upright. So everything in this reading that I have done is pointing to stability. Everything from the Four of Wands being a solid foundation to the Three of Pentacles being working with others and having stability and also recognition for what you do, to the Nine of Cups, because again, regardless of whether it's reversed or not, it's still a wish fulfillment card. To the Sun, regardless of whether it's reversed or not, it's still the happiest card in the deck. To the Seven of Wands, regardless of whether it's reversed or not, which it was upright, you're still standing in your convictions. So that is a sign that you will more than likely make the right choice, in that you will move ahead, is my point. But in order to get to your happiness, in order to get to your wish fulfillment, you have to make a decision. I'm telling you the same thing I told Scorpio. I'm telling you the same thing I told Aquarius and Gemini and so on and so forth. I told you all of these signs, all of the things that are going on right now are about choices. And for the people who do not make their choices, or who refuse to make a choice, who refuse to hold on to things that do not serve them, then it will block any type of judgment, which is a second chance, a new lease on life.
any type of happiness, the sun, any type of wish fulfillment, any type of stability, solid foundations, all of that will be blocked until a choice is made to remove what does not serve you. And that, Cancer, is your reading. It's been kind of crazy, like I said, because I'm outside, wind has been blowing, cars were going everywhere, but I definitely wanted to do this by the water because I promised myself that I would do your reading by the water. So I got that done, wounded warrior and all. So yeah, if any of this resonated with you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. Until next time, be blessed.
Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix. Cancer, my Cancer team. This is your bonus reading that I promised. So if you've made it this far, thank you. As you already know, I did the pep talk at the beginning, and then the reading itself has already happened, which is what I did yesterday when I was at Topanga Beach. And now this is the bonus reading. As I mentioned before in the pep talk, I'm not pulling a certain amount of cards. This will be similar to the For Anyone Who Needs to Hear It reading when I do those for the collective. I'm just going to pull cards is what I'm going to do. And it's not for the month of May. It's just energy, period, as in what does Cancer need to know. I'm using one of my favorite tarot card decks, the Heaven and Earth Tarot. And what is on the bottom? The Queen of Wands. Interesting. This is already getting good. So you already know the drill. I always have to throw this out, even though this is all going to be crammed into one audio. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, Overcast, and several other podcasting platforms. Listen to whatever platform works best for you. Also, you can follow on KIRWKC. So it's KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. You can follow on any of them. Okay, Cancer, let's go ahead and get down to this, because I feel there's something that you need to know. Hence why I'm doing the bonus reading. Because as I said before, the energy has been that some people are on the fence. And some people are afraid to step out in their comfort zone because they're thinking something may be more difficult than what it really is. Or some people are just like, there's a lot of options and they don't know which one to choose, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. So here we are. So I asked God in the universe to use me as a vessel to deliver the message or messages that need to be delivered to you. So I'm doing that now. What does Cancer need to know? And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know the drill. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What does Cancer need to know? Thank you. 2 cards came out together, and they actually came out reversed. 3 of Swords and the Sun. With this, some of you are holding on to heartache, and yeah, I'm going to read it as such. You're holding on to past heartache, and it's keeping you from finding your happiness. Don't carry old baggage into a new relationship. If someone comes along and you're interested in them and they're interested in you, don't go into the relationship with the mindset of, oh, well, let me keep my guard up because of all of the, I'll say, drama, for lack of a better term, that happened in the previous relationship, where you're like, oh, well, I have to keep some of the guards up because they may do what the previous person did. And again, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Don't, and with this 3 of Swords, so this is air energy, you could have been hurt by an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. Don't let past hurt block you from your happiness. And with the Sun coming out, you might be meeting a Leo as well. A Leo might be taking interest in you too. Also, you might hear of pregnancy. You might be pregnant if you're a female, or someone around you might be hearing that they're pregnant. In addition to that, some of you might be considering purchasing a new car. And yes, that's one of the things that comes with the Sun card. Also, secrets are probably coming out too. But the biggest message from that I'm getting is don't take your past hurt into new relationships. The card that came out now is the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords again is air energy. Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. Knight of Swords is quick, but also Knight of Swords has some logic to them as well. When you rush in to something, don't forget to lay out a game plan. Don't forget to do that. But as I said before, don't do analysis paralysis either when it comes to the Knight of Swords. And I feel that may be you rushing in, or someone may be rushing in towards you. Again, could be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Maybe it's a past love that's looking to come back to you that broke your heart. Card that comes out, here we go again. 7 of Cups, water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 7 of Cups deals with options. I'll tell you what I told some of the other signs when it comes to options, because this card came out a lot in different decks. So if it's meant for the cards to come out, it's meant for the cards to come out. Not everything that glitters is gold. Smell the perfume, don't drink it. Pretty is as pretty does, and sometimes pretty can be pretty ugly. So keep that in mind when you have all of these options around you, coming at you. I'm not saying that there aren't good things in these cups. What I am saying, another card came out. What is this? 2 of Swords. It came out in the reverse, but I'm not reading it that way. I'm going to leave it as is for now. What I am saying is that you need to learn discernment. You have to use discernment. You're a Cancer. You automatically have intuition. You automatically have a spidey sense when it comes to options. With the 2 of Swords, as I said before, it came out reverse. I'm not picking up a reversal unless you're going to make a decision on whatever options are being thrown at you. You're finally going to make a decision and quit blocking the options, or quit sticking your head in the sand. Knight of Wands came out. This could deal with traveling. This could deal with someone coming in. Wands energy is about passion, new starts. It is fire energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries. One may be coming in, or it could be the person coming back in. If that person coming back in is in a Knight of Wands energy, they're not going to be around to stay. Knight of Wands is very passionate, but they're flighty. So when they come in, they're going to come in for a little while, light your fire, and then they're going to be gone again. So if this is in regards to love for some of you, then if the person that you're dealing with, and it doesn't matter if it's male or female, if the person that you're dealing with is in the Knight of Wands energy, don't expect them to stay around long. If anything, it's just going to be physical, and that'll be it. And I'm not saying that don't engage if it's just going to be physical. That's going to be up to you. I mean, we all have free will. We're all adults. We can do what we want to do. If you're walking into the situation knowing, okay, this is just going to be physical, then fine. as long as you're not one of those people who become easily attached as well after having a physical encounter with someone, which some people are like that. And I mean, we are Cancers. We can be like that sometimes. May I have another card, please? And like I said before, it can be about travel. Thank you. 9 of Pentacles, about independence, but it came out reverse. Some of you, if I were to read the energy that way, it still goes back to not being sure of yourself. Pentacles is earth energy. It is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You still might be in this I'm not sure if I can do it type thing. Also, again, with the Knight of Wands, I really want to emphasize that travel, because a lot of people have been moving too. So some of you might be moving. But as for the 9 of Pentacles, I am kind of feeling it's reversed. Let's see what this card is. Yeah, because this came up in the upright. Definitely, I'm going to take it as a reversal. This is a 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is carrying a burden. Wands, again, is fire energy. You're carrying something. You're carrying this weight around you. I don't know why, but this saying has been going through my head for the past few days. And I guess you're the one I need to say it to, especially because I'm seeing all of this wood. Get off of the cross because someone could use the wood. Quit lugging your cross around with you and crucifying yourself for what didn't work out or for why someone may have done the things they've done. Quit trying to analyze it. Get out of your head. Because I feel some of you are carrying around a burden and you're looking at a past situation, and it can be a romantic relationship, or it can be a job, or it can be family, or it can be whatever. But you're looking at a past situation or situations, plural, where you're like, okay, I know I did this right. I know I did that right. Why didn't it work out? Where did it go wrong? It's almost like I listen to a lot of music. One of my favorite songs from the 90s is this 90s girl group called Black Girl. And they have the song called Where Did We Go Wrong? And I feel that's sort of the thing in your head. And you're carrying this like, where did we go wrong? Where did this go wrong? I thought I did everything right. Or you know you didn't do some things right and you're carrying that burden. And you're afraid that you're going to mess it up again. Regardless, get off the cross because somebody can use the wood, is what I'm telling you. Is there anything else Cancer needs to know? Is there anything else Cancer needs to know? And that fell on the floor. And this is the Justice card. And it also, you could be dealing with the Libra. Either you feel there was some type of injustice done to you, or you feel guilty about doing something to someone else in regards to this. I don't see this as a court situation. If certain other cards would have shown up, then I think court, but that's not it. You're carrying this burden because of some injustice, whether you feel an injustice was done to you or you did it to someone else. Hence, why you can't step out on your own in a confident manner. Because the 9 of Pentacles is about confidence. That's pre-Empress energy. is what that is. It's about independence. It's about stability. It's about confidence. May I have another card for the sign of Cancer, please? Thank you. Now I like to see this. This is the Nine of Swords, but it's in the reverse. So you're going to get out of your head. Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights. Again, air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Lots of air going on around here. So, because lots of swords energy. You definitely could have been dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. And whatever the situation is. Again, could be romantic, could be family, could be job, could be whatever. But I'm taking it as a reversal, meaning that you will eventually get out of your head on this. You're eventually going to let it go. Is there any... Okay. What's this one? This one is Three of Pentacles. It was upside down. Three of Pentacles can be about recognition. It can also be about working with others. I'm not picking it up as a negative. I'm just picking it up as you don't want to really interact with anyone. I feel like some of you may be depressed too. But like I said, it's not going to last forever because the Nine of Swords came out upside down. So you're going to get, if there is any type of depression going on, and again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not licensed in anything. I'm just a person here reading the tarot cards. Only thing I'm licensed to do is tell my truth and see what comes out. You're going to get out of this, and I'll tell you why. Two cards came out. The Ten of Cups. Set this down. And the Ace of Wands reversed is what's going to happen. Someone else is going to come in for you. A new situation. Something's going to come back and visit you again. And I really feel this is a romance thing. Only because of the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is about new beginnings. New starts. It's also about passion. It's about physical, obviously. Wands is Sagittarius, fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. The way I'm reading this energy is that you're going to say no to the person coming back and you're going to get your abundance. And this came out in the upright. 2. Ten of Cups is ultimate abundance. Don't forget, Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Ten of Cups is a step above that. You see the two, you see the couple standing there, you see the kid. Well, for those who are listening to the podcast, in this particular card, there is a couple here and there are two children right near them. This is abundance of family, abundance of everything. This is emotional because cups are about emotions. It's about emotional abundance, emotional stability. Something will happen that will bring you emotional stability. I feel that whatever offer comes in, it's going to be from someone, and more than likely, it's going to be a past person. And they're going to make you an offer, and you're going to say no. Again, let me go back to the Seven of Cups. The card that came out after the Seven of Cups was the Two of Swords reversed. The Two of Swords upright means that you're having to make a decision and you're trying to figure out what decision you want to make. Also, the Two of Swords upright can mean you're blocking something. The Two of Swords reversed means you're not thinking about it, you're making a decision. And that came out right after the Seven of Cups, which is options. I feel one of those options, one of those old options is going to show its face asking for a new start. And you're going to say no. You're going to choose one of those other cups. Out of the 7 cups, you're going to choose a different one. Because you feel this Ace of Wands that's going to come back in and say, hey, you want to start? I'm not the same person anymore. And like I said, could be a job saying, hey, we want you to come back or whatever. But like I feel this is romance. They're going to make an offer. You're going to say, no, I'm good. Miss me with that. And you're going to choose another cup. And in that other cup, you're going to find your abundance. Is what will happen in that. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Is there anything else that Cancer needs to know? And that just flew right on out. What is this? Yep. Confirmation. The world. That's going to come to an end. You're going to close out a cycle with someone. Whoever this is, they're coming back. And they're going to come back and make you an offer. You're going to say no. This came out in upright. And like I say, I don't read reversals, I read energy. If it would have came out reversed, then I would have felt it should have been upright, I would have told you. But regardless, this came out in the upright. You're going to end the cycle. Whatever it is, you're closing out the cycle. You're done. You're going to get your abundance. Is what that is. That's confirmation right there. Is there anything else that can't... Okay, what card is this? Again, you're done. The Lovers came out reversed, and I'm reading the energy as such. You are done with this person. You've made your choice. You're not choosing them. You've made your choice. You're done. Is there anything else Cancer needs to know? Ten of Pentacles in the upright. So now you have the Ten of Cups, which is abundance, emotional abundance. And now you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is stability and material abundance, is what that is. Pentacles is earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You may end up meeting a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus that wants to start a life with you. Or with the Cups energy, Ten of Cups, you could meet a water sign, another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Regardless, in one of those cups, when I was talking about options, you're going to pick one and they're going to give you your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. Stability is going to come in for you, and emotional abundance, emotional fulfillment. And you know what? In one of those other cups, and something's telling me to say this, so I will say it. It may not even be an individual in one of those other cups. Some of those other cups with the options may be individuals that are making offers to you. Some of those other cups may just be an opportunity for a new job or a new place or to reconnect with a family member. It doesn't necessarily have to be an individual in a romantic way. Just because you're closing out a romantic cycle, if that's the case for those who it's resonating with, doesn't mean that the thing coming in that will bring you the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups will be romantically related, is what I'm saying. It will be an option. That could be one of the options where you meet someone and it's like, oh, okay, everything just grows, it happens. Or it's an opportunity that comes in that brings you emotional fulfillment. Like maybe you always wanted to be a painter, and there's an opportunity that comes in where one of your paintings, someone happens to see it, and then they're like, hey, can you paint something for me? I'll pay you to do it. And then word of mouth starts to travel, and then before you know it, you have a company producing paintings, or either your art is on display somewhere. So it doesn't necessarily have to be romance. Let me make that clear, because I know some people get hung up on the romance thing sometimes. It's not that serious. It really, really isn't. There are other ways to find fulfillment in life outside of romance. It's nice if you can meet someone who gets you. I did a podcast episode on that we all want someone who gets us. However, you can find emotional fulfillment in other things until that someone who gets you comes along. And with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, is saying that you will get the emotional fulfillment. It's saying that you will get the stability and the financial abundance too. All of that is coming. It's in your other options. And you will more than likely get it because this past energy, this flighty energy, this Knight of Wands energy, this here today, gone tomorrow type of energy, this physical passion energy, you're going to say no to it and choose something else. That energy may have kept you from reaching your full potential because you were directing your energy towards that, and the energy you were directing towards that kept you from investing in the things that would bring you your Ten of Pentacles, that would bring you your Ten of Cups. Is there anything else that Cancer needs to know? Cancer, you have the longest podcast episode out of all the signs. I told you, you got the Empress Deluxe today. Is there anything else Cancer needs to know? What is this? Princess of Cups. Yeah. Love, there's going to be an offer coming in for you. For those of you who are wondering, will there be romance coming in? Yeah, that's going to be one of the options. But my spirit is telling me that's not going to be the only option. Princess of Cups, water energy. Again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There will be an option coming in for you. It will more than likely be romantic. However, there's going to be, something's telling me there's going to be even more in addition to that. So, I don't know why. I feel like that Seven of Cups is going to be on steroids for Cancer, where all of these options are just going to come out the blue. I don't know why I'm picking up that energy. I don't know. Is there anything else Cancer should know? What card is this? Yeah. The Moon. And it's reversed. The Moon, Pisces energy, also Cancer energy. I don't care what they say about the tarot card deck. The Moon rules Cancer. It's Pisces and Cancer energy. But also, with it being in reverse, being reversed, I will take the energy as such because it's about illusions being dropped. It's about the truth being seen. It's about facing your fears. It's about moving forward in the light, is what that is. You're going to move forward, is what's going to happen with the Moon. For anything that was cloudy, and another card came out. Which one is this one? Princess of Pentacles, another offer. This is another offer that's going to come in. This one will come in slower than the Princess of Cups. But this one will also deal with stability. Some of you may be starting a new job, too. Some of you may be receiving a job offer. And I don't know why. Something just said to me that you may be receiving a job offer for something you didn't even apply for. So if you don't be, what's the word? I need the words. Universe, I need the words, please. Don't be so quick to dismiss a job offer that you didn't apply for. Some of you might be thinking something sketchy is going on. I'm not saying jump in, half cocked. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, don't be so quick to dismiss it. Do your research. Don't over-research, because you know how we can do sometimes. Don't over-research, but do your research. And make sure everything's on the up and up. However, if and when this offer comes to you for a job you did not apply for, don't just dismiss it out of hand, where it's like, oh, I didn't even apply for this. How did they get my number? What's going on? This must be a scam. No, don't dismiss it out of hand. Do some research. There's this wonderful thing called the internet. It's hard to run scams these days. If you do heavy research and check things, and Better Business Bureau, check Dun and Bradstreet if you can, check other stuff, reviews online if they have that, check obviously their company website, check to see if they do business with other companies, and if they do, reach out to those other companies and determine if that company is legitimate. Check the phone numbers to make sure the phone numbers match up, where if you go the number they called you from, that it matches up with their company website, telephone number, things like that. Like, check everything. However, if you receive an offer where somebody's like, I came across your resume and we're really interested in you, don't just dismiss it out of hand. Because with this Princess of Pentacles, there's some money there. Do your research though. And again, this is not financial or career advice. And these two cards just jump right on out. The Tower and the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning when it comes to money. And also, there's going to be an ending. A tower removes what doesn't serve you. People think towers are always bad things. Not always. With a tower removing what doesn't serve you, it takes you on to bigger and better things. And bigger and better things will be coming to you because the Ace of Pentacles came out. Again, Pentacles is about stability. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Also with the Ace of Pentacles, any aces is about new, is what it is. So there could be a new start in a job, which is what I was just talking about. There could be a new start in regards to money coming in, where there is more money, unexpected money. It could be inheritance. It could be money you didn't know about. It could be a thing of where, I'll tell you the story right quick, because we're already 31 minutes in just on this bonus reading alone. There's this story of this guy, and his father gave him a watch. In universe, I'm trying to remember the story correctly because I've only read it like 5 times. His father gave him a watch, and he said, take it to the watch store and see what they'll give you for it. And the watch store was like, we'll give you $5 or something like that. And then he told him to take it somewhere else. I want to say to somewhere like a job place or whatever. So he took it to another place and they only offered like $2 for it. They were saying, it's only worth $2. And then he said, okay, take the watch to a museum and see if they'll make you an offer for it. So he took the watch to a museum, and the museum offered him $1 million for the watch. Now, obviously, this didn't happen. The point of the story is that the right place will recognize your worth. Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. The right place will recognize your worth. So if the tower is falling, it might be falling because you were at a place that didn't recognize your worth. They wanted to give you $5 for the watch. But then this Ace of Pentacles is the museum. You go to the museum and they're like, oh no, this watch is easily worth $1 million. We like to buy this watch from you and put this in our museum. This is a historical artifact, is what this is. This watch is worth a lot of money. The right place will recognize your worth. With the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower coming out together, because these two cards came out together, you're removing yourself, or let me rephrase. Thank you for the correction. And when I was saying that, I'm talking to God, the universe. The universe, God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever, the source, the one, the light, is removing you from a situation that does not recognize your worth. The tower has to fall so you can get the Ace of Pentacles. Now, it isn't just about material and stuff. This can also be about romance too. Even though this isn't an Ace of Cups, if this was an Ace of Cups, it would definitely be romance. But I'm saying this tower falling isn't limited to romance. This Ace of Pentacles is about stability. Stability is stability is stability. Keep that in mind. The universe is pulling you out of a situation and putting you somewhere where they recognize your worth. Because what I've been telling you since the beginning of this podcast episode is that because of the sign that you are born under, you are naturally the Empress. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Doesn't matter. You are naturally the Empress. The Empress is abundance. The Ace of Pentacles is a new start. It is a new start. Aces are new. There is new stability coming in. There is new abundance coming in. Ace of Pentacles can also relate to health. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Consult your medical professional, just like I talked to my doctor. Which, by the way, she thanked me for her shout out yesterday. She listens to my podcast now. So, but I digress. Ace of Pentacles can relate to health too. So if you haven't been feeling well, it's a possibility that you will be feeling much better. But it is about stability. Financial stability. You already had the 10 of Pentacles. You already had the 10 of Cups. And now with the Tower coming out with the Ace of Pentacles, it's saying, I'm removing you. I'm picking you up and taking you out of what is old and putting you somewhere new where you are on a stable foundation. Because that old tower was not on a stable foundation, so it had to crumble. There was no choice. Your surroundings didn't recognize your worth, whether it was in a relationship, whether it was on a job, whether it was in a friendship or friendships, whether it was dealing with family, whatever it is, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is saying, I'm pulling you out of this and putting you somewhere else. I will place you somewhere else where you can receive what you deserve. You are abundance itself. There is no reason that you should be suffering. In this card, for those who are listening to the podcast, there is a hand in the sky holding a pentacle. You can call that the hand of God. Holding a pentacle saying, this is my gift to you. But first, the tower has to crumble. Is there anything else Cancer needs to know? Is there anything else the sign of Cancer needs to know? And these just flew right on. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Don't play. Don't play. You can't make this up. Wasn't I just talking about the Ace of Cups? Wasn't I just talking about the Ace of Cups? You can't make this up. And it comes out with the Seven of Swords. Upside down. And I'm reading it as such. Seven of Swords can be when something shady is going on. It can also be about strategizing too. It can also be read the fine print. Upside down. When this came out with the Ace of Cups, what I'm hearing is that anything that's being thrown at you is not going to prosper. Any weapon formed against you is not going to prosper. It will not prosper. It's not going to happen. You already have the Ace of Pentacles, which I was just talking about. And then in the middle of talking about the Ace of Pentacles, I mentioned the Ace of Cups. This is another offer for those who are listening to the podcast. Again, this is a hand in the sky holding a cup. The Ace of Cups is unlimited emotional fulfillment. It is emotional abundance. It is overflowing. The cup runneth over. The Ace of Cups doesn't run out. It runneth over. And this is a hand in the clouds holding a cup. Right above it is a dove. Nothing can stop what is planned for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups that came out. In Cups energy, water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, you could be meeting a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. But what this is telling you is that you will have a new start when it comes to material stuff and stability, and also a new start when it comes to emotional stuff. You will be filled emotionally and materially. You will have those things. The things that you want, the things that you have been working towards. Because remember, I told you in my pep talk, one thing that I noticed in all the previous readings that I've been doing for the sign of Cancer is one card that kept on coming out was the Eight of Pentacles. These two cards here, that's telling you your work will not be in vain. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. And with this Seven of Swords reversed, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You may have people talking behind your back, laughing at you, doing all types of things, putting their thumb on the scale to keep you from prospering. But guess what? This Ace of Cups and this Ace of Pentacles, both of these are hands in the sky. This is the hand of God in the sky. In this card coming out reversed, and I will read the energy as such, that no, whatever is done, it's going to be blocked. It's not going to work. As long as you keep moving forward, as long as you make the right decisions, because again, we all have free will. As long as you make the right decisions, you have a new start, a new beginning, material stability, emotional abundance, emotional stability. It's all there. Earlier in the reading, you had the Ten of Cups. earlier in the reading, you had the Ten of Pentacles. All of this stuff is saying the energy is there. And you want to know one of the reasons why the energy is there? Because naturally, you're the Empress. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. The sign of Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. You are the Empress. You are abundance itself. Abundance comes to you naturally. Now, the decisions you make in life can affect how fast the abundance can make its way to you. The work you put in can affect how fast the abundance makes its way to you. However, the sign of Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. And for those who are wondering, some people, I don't know why, I heard somebody say, well, who's the father? The father of the zodiac is Capricorn, which is Cancer's polar opposite. So you could say, just like the Empress is Cancer, they say the Emperor is Aries energy, which it is. But you could also say the Emperor is Capricorn energy, too. So maybe Capricorn is in somebody's chart. But yeah, I heard somebody say, I don't know who it was, but they're like, well, if Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, who's the father? There's your answer. The father of the zodiac is Capricorn. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this bonus reading. Again, I read it all. It's all here. It's just waiting on you. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. KIRWKC on the social media platforms. Feel free to follow all that other jazzy stuff. Until next time, Cancer, be blessed.